So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, we're back today. This is probably the final PES 2020 video of the week. We've got some co-op action. Once again, thanks to Barry, the Midnight Kid, over at PES Universe, for sending me this footage. And we're going to be having a look at some co-op gameplay. Okay, so it isn't 3 versus 3. This is actually against the CPU. So we can kind of have a look at it. Obviously, we've got PES Legends against Manchester United yet again. And before we dive into this, just to show you what's going on. So they do go into the select side. So we've got first user, second user. More than likely, this is Barry, the Midnight Kid, and Seppo, PESEP, playing together, as you can see, against the computer. Now, they are playing, or one of them's playing, as you can see, on pass support level 3. Now, they did do this purely to test out the support levels, okay? So they didn't just play on 1, or they didn't just play on 3. They tested out what they could to see the differences between sort of all the different scenarios. But as you've got an idea of how 3 will look when you play the game, this is pretty much the worst case scenario of how accurate passes will be. So they really didn't change too much, but there's the settings for you guys, and we'll get it underway. And I wanted to put this out as well to sort of discuss what I put out yesterday about the AI, that I said what I think or what needs to be improved. The reason I put that out is because, look, I'm a huge PES fanatic. I always have been. If you don't know my channel, I will always say PES is better than FIFA. It's a no-brainer. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, oh, no, this, that, and the other. No. I enjoy PES gameplay-wise better than FIFA and always have done. That's a fact. That's why I primarily always do PES, and FIFA I've done a little bit here and there, but ultimately I get bored of it and I stop playing it. And I also love modding PES because it's fun and it's enjoyable and you can tweak it and customize it. But look, I've played all the PES games. I've played ISS, I've played the PS1, the PS2, 3, 4, all the way up until today. You know, and that's not to say I haven't played bad games of PES and not enjoyed them, because I certainly have. Back in PES 2008, a prime example. I moved to the US in 05. In 2008, when it came out, so it would have been 2007, it was coming out later in the United States than the EU, which obviously it's changed now. So I imported it. It was like 2 weeks early. I got the game. I played PES 2008 for like, I could tell, literally, for the first few hours, but I kept it about 2 weeks. It was absolutely horrific. I sold it, okay? I sold it. I made like 40 bucks out of it. I still lost money, but I just couldn't face facts with how bad the game was. So that shows you that I'm not just going to play a PES game purely for the sake of it. I don't know what happened here. A little bit of a brain fart by either Barry himself or Seppo, but it was an absolute gift to the AI. I mean, you know, I don't really like the first time passes like that. I think that might be from Pogba here, you know, because he's, you know, would anyone in their right mind play a pass like this when you have so much space in front of you? I mean, he's literally just hit that first time because it's sort of programmed stuff, but either way, that's just me nitpicking, but it's not really nitpicking, is it? But look, as I said, I play games that are bad on PES. I've sold them, so I'm not going to sit here and say if a game's good or bad that I'm going to keep it or I'm not, all right? I'm pretty honest with my opinions. I'm pretty blunt about them, and that is just the way I am. So there's another goal. A bit of switching off there by them to themselves, but credit to them. I don't know if we'll see the replay or not, but right here, I mean, you can see the defensive shape of what's happening. You could say that Patrick Vieira, you know, he's not being controlled by anyone. It's CPU based. Why is he not suddenly just pushing up and holding the line? Well, if you sort of bring this back a little bit, initially here, he is in line with, I think that might be Nedved at the back. What happens is one of them, Seppo or Barry, they switch to him. So that one switched, that one switched. As soon as they switch and he just goes gun-ho and instead of sort of holding the line, there's the run. Smart play by Rashford, though. He did continue. Yes, Vieira now probably should push up. He doesn't. And then that first time ball's through. They switch to Vieira late and Rashford scores. So, I mean, you could sit there and you could nitpick and say, well, it was the human's fault, but should the AI have pushed up more? Maybe, maybe not. Hard to tell. I think you've got to come to the conclusion here that the AI itself is not going to be leaps and bounds better than PES 2019, just like 19 wasn't leaps and bounds better than 18. This is a nice strike here by Batistuta. Hit it really cleanly. Just smashed that off the post. Have another look at it. Little dink ball over on the half volley. Bang. Unlucky. Close, but no cigar. But yeah, I think you've just got to come to that fact that it's not going to go revolutionary at this stage. It isn't. And I've just sort of come to grips with it at this point. So you can either face facts and deal with it, or you can just not buy PES this year. It's up to you. It really is. No one's forcing you to buy PES. No one's putting a gun to your head and say, look, you better get this game. They're not. I mean, it's as simple as that. If you don't like it, don't buy it. FIFA's an option for you. Credit to the AI, though, here for keeping the straight line. I think that's Beckham there just straying quite a bit offside. But yeah, look, you've got two editions you can go for. You can go for PES, which I feel is more of a simulation, or you can go for FIFA. Now, I know FIFA has the sliders, and it's still a big debate of whether you put the sliders in there for PES or you don't. We don't have them right now. I think for certain things it would be nice to have sliders to tweak the goalies, so not being so superhuman, and a couple of other things. I think it would be nice to have them, but you know, sliders can also be, I don't know, sometimes a bit of a nosebleed in that regard, because I don't know. I really don't know with sliders. If they're going to work, they've got to work well. I think that's what it's down to. Anyway, let's have a look at the AI now. They start to play a little bit of football. Got players moving. All right, fair enough. You know, Lingard's hit that one from here. I mean, that wouldn't have happened last year when the game was launched. He could have fed the overlapping run there, but he decided to not do it. But he did have a strike on goal, so credit to him there. But anyway, that's enough talking about what the sole purpose of why I put yesterday's video out. It's not to slag the game off. It simply is to improve it, because I'm an avid fan and I want to play the best PES that we can possibly ever play. Different people have different standards. Different people expect more. Other people aren't fussed about it. Some play online. Some play offline. Everyone has their own tastes. Anyway, here's a chance now for Ronaldinho. Let's see. Check out the AI. Check out the movement. You know, nice bit of tracking, though, by Ashley Young. And that's where you kind of say, well done, because he was with Ronaldinho. He saw the overlap. He didn't stay with him. He has now backed off. Now, it would be nice if he sort of did some sort of a hand gesture to this man and tell him to sort of take charge. But he does cover the runner, which is good to see there. Ball over the top. No one closing down. Batistuta. And this guy, though, is clinical. Got to remember, these are the PES legends. Their stats are phenomenal. They're going to bang them in 9 times out of 10. He's already hit the woodwork. Could the AI have done better? Let's have a look. So the ball is fed inside. Nice little ball over the top. Centre-back wise, I mean, you've got to make the challenge. Smalling's sort of, out of position. But then again, he's always out of position in real life. So that's pretty consistent. But a nice little flick header. Great touch. Nice finish. Off the post, nothing De Gea's going to do with a finish like that. So it's 2-1. 5 minutes to play till half-time. And let's see what they can do now. Fed inside to Rashford as they just try and work it forward nicely. Ashley Young. Heavy touch, though, by him. Given away. And now we've got a chance. Batistuta, he's right on the edge, though, but someone's got to stay with him. Watch the run that he's making. Nice little run here, though. Keeps going here. An error, misjudgment, and Smalling's placement. I don't know. Smalling seems all over his shop here. I don't know if they are playing on regular form, or form arrows could be random, and he could be having a nightmare. But the header mishap... We'll bring it back real quick. The header mishap that happened... Okay... Luke Shaw gets that wrong. He jumps far too early. But Smalling now should just commit. He's seen he's missed a header. Come across and clear it. But watch, he goes that way. Yep. That little stutter step, that's what we've seen many, many times. I really wish Konami would just fix that. He should be closing him down. And it's almost a gift for the Argentine to smash it in. So there we go. There's that goal. We'll fast forward and get a move on, because we are going to head into the second half. But yeah, remember the demo is out. Well, that's an absolute peach of the ball there. Rashford nearly got on the end of it. But remember, the demo is coming out at the end of this month. We really don't have too long to wait now. About 20 days, less than 3 weeks, till we get a chance to play the demo. and really test it out for ourselves. And just try it out. It's going to be online. There's going to be offline. I'm not sure how long the demo is, or maybe I do know, but I can't state exactly. But you guys will certainly get a chance to, of course, check it out. Nice play there. I like that. I don't know if I've seen that before. Maybe it was in last year's edition, but Oliver Kahn making the save, because it took a deflection here, but actually reaching out and just plucking it out the air. That's nice. That's nice. I didn't see that at all in PES 2019. So for him to just quickly grab it, quick reactions, quick play by him, nicely worked. So here comes Manchester United yet again. Lingard switching it out wide. They seem to be playing some decent football. Floats over. Good defensive covering there. And now the Legends have a chance to bring it. I mean, this is a pretty high-tempo game. You've got two players playing, so the movement's going to be a little bit quicker off the ball. But there is a prime example. If they're playing on pass support 3, and that's where you can say, okay, that's good to see. Because this is a ridiculous pass to play. I mean, you're trying to swivel on a dime and play a square ball, and it just goes completely haywire, and Man United get it back. But then I think that was Matic dispossessed. But they're playing on pass support 3. If that was given away on that support level, okay, good. Not 100% accuracy by the players. So a nice bit of play here. Fed out wide. Is he going to strike it? Yes, he is. But Oliver Kahn, so good at making those challenges. And the ball was given away there. A sliding challenge and a late one as well. Referee may give a yellow for that. Of course, we know exactly the same sort of scenario as last year with the goalkeeping. So the ball's delivered in. Good save. Comfortable by Kahn. He's had a good game so far, but I still would like to see defensively some new additions next year. I think they have to push the boat out, because I've said this before. We've had new shooting mechanics added, you know, in the past, but we haven't had anything defensive-wise. You know, so it's still the same, and I think that's why PES is still very difficult to defend, because there's something about defending. Is it the response times? Not necessarily. It's almost like the players becoming dumb, you know, and they don't really know what they're doing, or they don't react quick enough in that regard. But it's not the responsiveness, it's just something about it. You almost have to play it to get an idea and feel for it. You guys know what I mean. You know, it's hard to explain, because it's not necessarily the response times of the defending, it's just the AI, or you know, the wrong decisions being made. There's a bit of a header looped over the bar by Mr. Paul Pogba. I would like these camera angles as well for the replays to be maybe reworked in the future. Because, you know, we now have a nice broadcast type camera, which has taken a while for it to happen. But I would like to see here. Let's see what Pogba does. Oh, that's nice play. Well played. That's beautiful. Credit to the AI there. I'll give him credit for using some trickery. And that's where you can say, okay, that's smart play. I don't know if we'll see a replay of this one, or they'll skip it. But he gets the ball down, accelerates, and then he goes bang, bang. See you later. And with the outside of the boot, it's very Paul Pogba-esque. He would do that. We've seen him do it a couple of times with the outside of the peg. So 3-2 now to the computer, Manchester United. And that's why I can't sit here and nitpick and say everything is bad, because there are some positives. And I think the physicality, you're still not seeing, you know, how that works, because it does work well. I think you'll see it more, though, with the human versus sort of, you know, AI versus human, because, you know, the AI just aren't as aggressive. I don't know how it's going to be, though, on a rivalry match. Could be totally different. We know how those derby days and all that goes in Master League. They can be brutal and very, very rough. But even that little touch there, you know, these are the little things. The physics. Watch the pass and watch the touch. Bam. Watch the ball spin. The trajectory of it spinning that way. You know, that's something last year maybe we're lacking. I think physics-wise, PES has got far, far better than what we used to have. They are getting a much more accurate now. And the ball does feel a bit more free than what we've seen in the past. Anyway, here's a chance. Batistuta! Another chance off the post. So clinical. And what a ball is that? What a ball in that was. And well played, Smalling. Just nodding it clear. This was the turn and hit. And Batistuta, I'll tell you what, he's going to be a handful online. But well played Smalling as well for just getting across and clearing the lines. Corners, I think, are the same. There's no new mechanics for that. We've still got the same sort of tactics that are available to choose from. Okay, so right there is a bit of a problem. You can see the camera sort of completely goes out of focus. I don't know what happened here. That is quite a big deal breaker. You got to fix that. I don't know why they thought the ball had already been cleared, but yeah, the camera went completely out of position. That wasn't just me moving it. It happened in the game. So here's a chance for Maradona. See what he can do. Try to cut inside. Just see Smalling trying to hold him up. Given away and out for a goal kick. And we'll see a bit of a change with Darmian coming on. So that was, I think we showed that before. But, you know, the player's more likely to miss kick or lose control. And there's sort of the reasons for it. Dribbling speed and all that. So even, you know, they are playing on pass support 3. We saw this before the game started. But you've still seen some misplaced passes. Not everything is 100% accurate. Which is good to see. Nice little touch there by Darmian. Now let's see what he can do. Accelerating down the line. Does deliver it in. Not a bad ball. And now a chance. You know, I mean, we could nitpick with Darmian there because he could have cut in. But, you know, as long as the AI is accelerating and they have some sort of idea of what they want to do, I'm happy at this stage that at least they're doing it. Let's see the run here up the line. Nice bit of movement. Wanted the offside. It wasn't given. Rashford now past one. Great play. Flicks it over, but just a little bit too much for Jesse Lingard. The final few minutes. But even that pass fed up the line by Nedved. You know, it wasn't straight to the player. It's into the space. You know, which means Maradona can pick it up now and try and work it forward. But there we have it. That is full time. Lots of goals and everything else to talk about. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Just another quick video, this time about co-op. And not so much, you know, sort of analysing the AI, but just discussing it on a whole. At the end of the day, I don't expect revolutionary things here for PES 2020. Just play the demo, see if you like it. If you do, of course, pre-order it, check it out. If you don't, then you don't have to. But I think they are going in the right direction, but it's the little things. It's sorting out the AI positional play, the responsiveness overall of defending primarily, to me, is the key factors. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, there's a look overall. Computer work very, very effective. But subscribe for your daily dose of PES. Master League will continue. Probably tomorrow, hopefully. But until next time, guys, take care.